Hello again. Good to be speaking to you once more. It's actually Monday when I'm speaking to you, so I hope that you have a good week ahead, or that whatever happens this week, you will be able to grow through that happening. I want just today to say something about look up, and I'm going to tell two stories. One is a story about Jesus coming into a village with huge crowds. Obviously, he was the sort of person of the day, and they wanted to hear him talk. They wanted perhaps to be healed. And there was a small man who was a tax collector called Zacchaeus, and he obviously was small, so he knew he wouldn't be able to see Jesus if he was in the crowd. So he climbed a tree. And there's a lovely phrase where it says, Jesus looked up at Zacchaeus. Jesus looked up at Zacchaeus. And why I like that is because I think that that is what we're all called to do with all the people we meet. We're called to look up at them. And in some ways, if possible, actually to get into the position where you can look up at them. And if you're with children, get on the floor so that you can look up at the children, play with them on the floor. If you're with people in hospital, try not to look down on them. Try to be in a chair by the side of the bed so that you can look up at them. And it's not only a physical thing, but of course it's an emotional and psychological thing. Always look up at everybody you meet. Try always to see the very best in them. And the second story about looking up is many, many years ago, perhaps 30 years ago, I had a friend come to see me when I was in Sheffield. And she said to me as we walked along, she said, look up, David. Look up and you can see all the different ways in which the buildings came to be. And you can see so much in life if you look up. And it is true that as we walk along, if we look up, it is surprising what we can see. We can see how the buildings came to be when they were built. We can see people on their balconies, and we can see the trees, we can see the sky. So look up, not only at people, but look up at the world. So that's the message for today. Very simple. Have a good day. Continue to be the wonderful person that you are. Shine and reflect the love, the glory of God, and reflect love to all the people you meet.